Pro players, can I have your attention for 2 minutes? I just have some questions. Raise your hand if you love the new time rules. Raise your hand if you miss Max C. Raise your hand if you want firewall banned.
So going forward now, I guess we're pretty much like the last major event of the season. What cards do you think should either come back or perhaps be addressed from this format?
There's a bunch of stuff I would like scapegoat, firewall mainly. Firewall has to go. It makes Goki a deck, and it is the generating trickster as well. Like he just strong player, so firewall has to be banned. And for the rest, I don't know. Scapegoat is pretty unfair, I think, and I don't know. I don't really care about like the Sky Strikers cards too much. Of course, like Engage probably will be touched, but I don't know. I'm okay with the rest, honestly. If it wasn't for Firewall, I don't think it would be as degenerate. So there are a bunch of stuff like Electrum as well in my mind, but I don't have any of course the obvious stuff like ban all floodgates and stuff. But like my main thing is Firewall right now. So
floodgates aren't fun. I lost the initial Paleo, then lost the Gozen match, Mistake game 1. Obviously I win game 2, even though he has Astral. I still win because he's playing Paleo going second. And then game 3 he starts Gozen match, Mistake, Toad. I have Twin Twisters, but he has Toad, so floodgates.
Pretty much like the last major event of the format, and any cards or stuff you'd like to see hit going forwards?
Gozen match, Mistake,
so everything I lost
Rivalry, Anti-Spell. I saw all those floodgates, ban them all please.
Any Goki cards perhaps?
They're fine.
I'm playing the same deck as at the Nationals.
Oh, you're the first one who isn't playing Goki today.
Yeah.
How come you decided to go with this deck for this event?
I didn't learn how to play Goki in time, so I know the combos and stuff, but I'm not confident enough.
So it's like second best more than anything. Any sort of strengths and advantages that you see playing this, or is it literally just like all you kind of had?
No, I had access to every deck, but I think it's the deck that can main deck the most hand traps, and I think that's good enough against Goki.
Yep, just all the hand traps.
I know they won't hit Firewall Dragon because it's in the anime, but they should hit Nightmare Goblin instead, because it's the one link monster that always makes like unbreakable boards and stupid combos possible.
Goblin, interesting. Okay, you didn't know this was a video?
You look like you're about to take a picture. Currently, I think Goki is the best deck, which is really bad because the Goki mirror match is not very good. So like you play Goki mirror match, when you play friendlies you just show your opponent, show each other your hand, and then that's it, more or less. There's not really that much to do. So I just played a Goki mirror match and I won the dice roll, and I went first and I comboed and extra linked him, and then he went first and he comboed and extra linked me, and then I went first and comboed and extra linked him. So it wasn't a very good game.
Fun game.
I mean, I had to push through his Ash, but he had a Call by the Grave, which is an equally silly card.
So for the sort of list and stuff going forward, any cards you'd like to see hit or come back perhaps?
I think Firewall Dragon probably ought to go. I don't know if it's allowed to go because it might have a big part in the anime, but I think it really ought to go. Failing Firewall Dragon going, I think the only thing that would really, I don't think anything from the main deck you can really do to touch Goki, because you can combo with basically any 2 cards unless they ban Super X. So possibly Goblin. Goblin is actually like
the nightmare,
sneaky, but it's actually there, and it's actually the good one. So if you think about what the best link monsters are at the moment, they're all the ones which just summon more monsters. So
it's interesting, the first person to suggest that. So
what, Goblin?
Yeah,
I think Summon Sorceress is really stupid because it just summons any monster, and like Needle Fiber summons more monsters. Firewall obviously summons more monsters.
Goki needs to be hit somehow. I think the only way you could do that is even if you hit his Zold, you can do something Raj and just do underclock, and if you have a handful of Gokis you can still combo. It's a bit inconsistent, but I think you do need to batter it.
Batter it.
Firewall would just get rid of it completely, but I don't think they're ever going to hit Firewall because it's like an antagonist card or something, right?
Antagonist.
Or protagonist, whichever. Feels like an antagonist card over here.
Antagonizes me.
So I've managed to find a Pro Play Games player in Europe. We're here with Fabio.
Yes. Yes, I'm happy for the format. For me, it's a good format. I think that there are not deck best of another. For me, there are Gookie is good, Trickster Brandish is good, Pendulum NBA is also good. So I think that is a good meta game.
Anything that you tested before you decided on your deck for this event? Were you close to playing anything else, maybe?
No, I'm okay.
You were pretty happy with this?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
What are you playing today?
I'm playing Gookie, the non-Sky Striker.
Non-Sky Striker, junk forwards or that kind of stuff?
Everything. Junk forward, Aqua Dolphin, all that kind of stuff.
And why have you picked it for this event?
I wanted to play Gookie since like a couple of weeks. I was hoping it wouldn't do so well in America because I was hoping it would be more of a sleeper pick. But I think it was kind of destined to do well in America anyways. But I still think it's like the best deck by far. So I was going to play it for German Nationals, but I was not that good with the combos yet, so I didn't feel like it. But then I just spent the last couple of weeks just testing the combos in the grind game, and I was like, yeah.
Raphael Neven, YCS London champion. You're here at Euros. I keep saying that. Why London? I don't know.
Play Gookie, not because I want to, but when you feel the team forced me a bit. It was either this or the Kid Touch Trickster shitty deck, and well, we figured that if you want to win against Gookie, you have the best chance if you play Gookie yourself. Like, I really wanted to avoid the mirror match as much as possible because it is horrible, like especially after it won the WCQ in America. People are so prepared for it. In the mirror match you see things like cherries, permanence and gamma, things you cannot use Call of the Grave one. You cannot use the fucking dolphin on it. You cannot do anything on these cards, and everyone is like so prepared for it. So I want to avoid that mirror match as much as possible, but Trickstar is just not good enough for 11 rounds.
Is there any other decks that you tried for the event other than Trickstar?
I tried everything. Of course, the Sky Striker decks, but the thing with Pure is, if your opponent wants to draw, and he's a shitty person, you will draw. Because your deck cannot push enough if you play 3 games. So you will get like a score like 4 wins, 2 draws and a loss or something. And that means you're already out. Trickster probably not good enough. I tried Paleo. If there is no timeout, I would have stopped with Paleo 100%. I love the deck, and you can play Ghost match. There can only be 1 and Riverly, and you only have to get like 2 of those cards. You're out the U-Link board. If you go first, of course, you win anyway because it's Paleo. But yeah, there was no option because yeah, time. Well, I tried Pendulum, but Gumlar like fucks up a bit because you need to have that either Sway Mode or Lava Gun. I just played my last round against Pendulum. It's super scary, super consistent, super good. Shout out to Game Plan. But the thing is, you will get like 3 or 4 Gookie matchups that will play Gumlar, and then it's impossible for Pendulum to play with like 3 cards. So even if they don't know the exact combo because so many people screw up, it doesn't matter, they can still get 2 cards out of your hand, it's enough. Because Pendulum needs all of their cards. Also, that's why you cannot play hand traps in game 1 in Pendulum. It's impossible. You cannot play 6 or 9 hand traps like you can in Gookie or Trickstar. Because you need Pendulum cards and hand traps are not Pendulum cards. So that was also no option. So that's, I didn't have any like choice to play anything but Gookie.
Look good. Look good, man. You look good. Cool. So what do you think about the fact that Europeans can get points by going to the US? Like, do you not think that's like? I think that's like cheating. I think that's literally like cheat codes.
Okay, look. First thing I was gonna say, even though like me playing this little video game, America's black. I can't access it. Area locked. But yeah, like I don't think it's cheating. Like Konami.
So obviously it's not cheating, but like
Konami set the rules. I have full respect for Darren, right? Like everyone talks about it. Like, oh yeah, go to America. But my guy went out there and did it. And people will say, oh, well, it's easy, this and this, but he's still top 4 YCSs. How many people can say they did that this year? Or ever, you know, like in 1 year? So huge props to him. Hopefully he does better than I do, and you know doesn't go like 0-5 and does something.
If he wins a game, he'll be doing good.
He's got to do more than win a game. Okay, at least make top 8. I think there's some things that need to be done to make the system fairer, like maybe like a cap on the regionals, right? Because like for example in America you have like 700-800 man regional, right? And someone can come like go X2, X3, yeah, and get 20 points, 15 points, right? So there should be a cap because like someone can go like get like 40th place and get 20 points, whereas at another regional you can go 8-0 and only get 20 points. So it doesn't scale fair enough, right? So there needs to be some sort of cap, maybe like blocked by the continent, but it's all for Konami to think about. Like they're doing really good things for the game is growing, so yeah, I'm just grateful I get to do what I do, you know?